You're confused, you're exhausted, you're frustrated, you're tired. What should you do? Hi, I'm LaWanda She's with 2Q Classrooms, and today we're going to quickly talk about some things we might want to think about when we're experiencing teacher burnout. First thing I need you guys to do is go ahead and hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and follow me for more tips and advice on what you should do. So let's jump right on in. Real about how people can bring their negative energy into your space and how you shouldn't allow them to do that. Well, I had a response from one of my followers that said she was beginning to feel that way about teaching. And I knew I had to give a response to that. What she is suffering from is teacher burnout. And I'm not going to tell you all the things that you can do for that, but I'm going to make some quick suggestions. One is take some time off from work. If you have any days, personal days left at all, please try to use those days. I don't mean one day. Use that time to rest, to relax, to refocus, to recharge, to bring yourself back to you. Know that does not mean like take the weekend. It means take some days off from work where you can get your mind together, where you can refocus your energy. And the next thing I'm going to suggest is to think about your why. Why did you become a teacher? Why do you do the things that you do for people, for young people? And I think once we can get back to thinking about why we do what we do, then you can begin to feel better about your job. Another thing that you may want to consider is change. Change things up. Change up your routine. Do something different in your classroom, even if it's just redecorating, or since school is almost out, you might want to consider changing positions. Instead of teaching first grade, you might want to try teaching second or third, or you might want to try even changing schools within your district, or if it's extreme, if you're in a toxic environment, you might want to consider changing school districts. Do whatever it is you need to do to get you back. I was watching one of the ladies I follow. She's from New Orleans. I'm going to have to type her name in the bottom because I don't want to pronounce the name wrong. And she was talking about how she gets in her car and she's remaking up her face and she's redoing herself and she's refreshing before she goes home. And she says her colleagues asked her, "Why are you doing all that?" She said, "Because I'm going home." She says, "Boo lives at home." And so I think we need to begin to separate ourselves from our jobs. We need to separate how we identify ourselves. We shouldn't be just identifying ourselves as, "Hey, I'm Mrs. Johnson. I'm a kindergarten teacher." Or I'm Mrs. We shouldn't just be identifying ourselves as, "Hey, I'm Miss Smith. I'm a first grade teacher." You are a person. You deserve to feel like a person. You deserve to think like a person. You deserve to be treated like a person. And once you lose that zest for teaching, once you forget your why, and spring break doesn't correct it, summer break doesn't correct it, a couple of days off doesn't correct it, and you can't refocus, then it's time to do something different. I'm not going to tell you to leave your classroom. And I'm not going to tell you to stay in your classroom. But sometimes we need to make a change. One of the best things that happened to me was being forced out of the classroom. And I do mean forced. It was not my intention to leave the classroom. I had applied for some other positions that I thought would be nice for me. But in actuality, I was a classroom teacher. That's what I had been for the last 17, 18 years. That's what my mindset was. That's what my focus was. And so I couldn't see me doing something different. And it took an incident that caused me to have to change jobs to see that, hey, I can survive outside of a classroom. There's more to me than just that room. Of course, I knew there was, but I needed that extra push, the extra nudge. And I thank God every day for that nudge, because I see that I don't have to just stand up in a classroom every day and teach my students. I still have students. I still get to do some of the things that teachers do, but I'm in a different position. I'm in a different job. I'm at a different place, and I feel much better. I'm able to find who I am and be me, and not just worry about what other people think. Or I'm not just Mrs. Shields, 7th grade English teacher, or Mrs. Shields, 6th grade English teacher anymore. I get to be me. So when you get to the point where you're so tired or you're so exhausted, you need to consider doing something different. There are other jobs that you can do. There are other positions that you can take. Try those. So as I leave you, I would just like to say, teacher burnout is for real. And if it gets to the point where you need counseling, please seek professional help. But think about making some change.